Tonight, shockwaves across the sports world. NBA players are using their platform, choosing not to play tonight in a protest they hope will spark change.
So first it was the Milwaukee Bucks, and then the NBA postponed all games tonight after players refused to play. And then Rockies outfielder Matt Kemp chose to sit out tonight's game, saying he stands with his fellow athletes.
Sports fans have a lot to say, both for and against. Denver 7's Gary Brode is going 360.
The Bucks have been in serious discussion about boycotting tonight's game.
Athletes are taking a stand, shining the light away from the court, shifting the focus to racial injustice.
NBA officials have gone into the Milwaukee locker room.
There's no playbook for protest. So are NBA players and major leaguers protesting in a way that can bring about change? Denver 7 is going 360, hearing from Nuggets player Michael Porter Jr., Nuggets beat writer for the Denver Post, and multiple views from you, the fans. And that's where we start.
It's about time that the players, took it in their own hands. Hopefully the owners are taking notice, and I hope that it spreads to more of the sports.
It already has. Hours after the NBA postponed Wednesday's playoff lineup, the Milwaukee Brewers refused to play. Rockies outfielder Matt Kemp doing the same.
I think today, with the kids that we have in the world that look up to these athletes so much, that this is exactly what needs to happen so kids can also be aware of what's going on in our country with police brutality.
Not all are in favor. On the Denver 7 Facebook page, many disagreed with the idea of players striking. Jason writes, "Okay, wasn't watching the spoiled athletes anyway. Your statement goes unheard." Keith writes, "These spoiled brats need to stop controlling the wallet of the business. There's people out there who will play and be grateful for the money." However, this fan thinks hitting big businesses in the wallet is a good way for players to have their voices heard.
From the NBA player's point of view, it's like the biggest thing that you can do, the biggest impact you can have, like with your position in terms of like refusing to play, like which costs people like advertising dollars and the broadcasting dollars. And
Nuggets forward Michael Porter Jr. says it's hard at times to think about basketball as racial tension rises.
Like the stuff going on in the world is way bigger than basketball. And, for us, I feel like people look up to us. And so when we talk about these things, it's good for the world to realize how much it means to us.
My read is that players feel like playing basketball games in this environment is trivial.
Nuggets beat writer Mike Singer says Porter is not alone.
What I keep seeing is, people say, don't bring politics into sports, don't bring life into sports. Well, unfortunately for those people, they are inseparable.
Even before the NBA season restarted in the bubble, some players were against returning.
Why should they maintain playing basketball and keep entertaining everybody from inside a bubble when they've asked for change, when they've demanded change, and it clearly hasn't happened?
Gary Brode, Denver 7.
And listen, if we miss your perspective, email us 360@thedenverchannel.com, or you can always join the conversation on the Denver 7 Facebook and Twitter pages.